Tony.
All right, we're back in session, talking budget. Who's our first appointment?
145, we have GIS.
Real quick, I do have those numbers. Do you want me to report on what that cost would be?
Sure.
Based on salaries for clerk's recommendation, a step and a 1% will cost $361,000 and change, with benefits another $72,000, for a total of $433,800. And again, that's based on
A step and a what?
1%. So that's 433,800.
And that's based on all numbers that are in your binder as they currently are
For clerk's recommendation.
for the clerk's recommendation
So any changes we talked about
this morning.
this morning will increase that dollar amount.
I'm sorry, what's that total again, 400?
433,800. 433,800.
Man, my rookie math was horrible.
I was a little surprised it was
Pleasantly
that
surprised.
low, so I'm gonna do a deeper dive tonight.
So there's a chance my rookie math isn't that bad.
No, there's a better chance.
Yeah, it's a better chance that this is close.
Okay,
Remember-
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, me
within your-
too.
Remember within your A budget, we also have retirements, overtime,
Oh.
items like that,
Okay.
which will play in possibly a little bit. Also, this does not include Tony's salary numbers. So there's a little bit of cost savings there because where Tony's kind of doing his own. When he comes in today, we can talk to him about what he may need to make adjustments for, if anything, if we did either of those options.
Are his numbers already in the projected budget? And
They
so
are.
this is just added in?
But because he's kind of on his own, well, he is on his own scale, I didn't increase it by 1%, and I don't know what the step, how the step would affect him.
But this would be over and above what he proposed?
Yes, it
Okay,
would,
okay,
yes.
that's great.
So that's why
So,
the rookie math was probably fine.
so just to make sure I understood what John just said, that 433,000 does not include anything outside of what's already in here for the sheriff.
Right,
Okay.
the sheriff, jail, and
Yeah,
court
yeah,
marshals.
you-
But that's already in here.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
We're
that's
on the
just,
same page, I think. I hope.
So when he comes in, we can talk about that a little bit and see.
But this step and 1%, everybody that received a raise in here are not included in this 430. I mean, they don't get double.
Right, the only question would be if it throws them off of the scale, like D6. If then, is that gonna throw them off the scale?
If we truly do a COLA, we need to give everybody on the county scale a 1%. So the only thing we maybe wouldn't have to do is the step for some of those people. Because then they would still be on the scale. Because yes, you are
Right.
100% right. It would take them off the scale. Because if we adjust the scale, but we don't adjust the people that we talked about this morning, then the scale moves and they don't. And we can't have that. That's,
A nightmare.
This step plus 1%, the 1%, is that a COLA or what is
yes,
it? Okay.
it's a COLA.
Okay,
So basically, the salary table
yeah.
would adjust by 1%
Oh,
for
okay,
every step and grade.
gotcha.
So we can take away steps for people that we did grade adjustments for, but we wouldn't be able to not do the COLA.
Okay, that's,
and so just, this whole thing right here equates to, did you just say 5%? A step and a 1% COLA?
It's
Or it should be
2.4%,
2.5.
yeah.
It would be 2.4.
Okay, all right,
For
yeah.
those people that are eligible for a step. Now, everybody's going to get a step either,
Okay.
because there's a handful of people that are at market, and they won't be getting a step.
Right.
And that, I guess that's something we could talk about. When Jason was working on his budget, in the past, if we did a step and people were at market, some commissioners would give a stipend. You know how you feel about those? Some people would give a stipend for that, but when you're at market, you're at market. You are done, maxed out. So the thought was not to provide any compensation other than the 1% if you were at market.
So if what you're saying then is, if we follow that plan, this number would actually come down?
No,
No.
that is how we did it. That's how I did it.
Oh, so you already calculated with that?
Yeah, but I just wanted to make that clear so that if. by
There's only a
some
handful,
reason
there's
chance-
only a handful of those people that are at market, right? I mean, it's not a substantial, super substantial difference.
What'd you say?
Same thing.
Well, there's a fair amount of people at market. I'm not gonna say a third, but, I mean, maybe a third to a half, I don't know.
That many?
Oh, really?
I have to look at my spreadsheet, but there are,
If you've been here 10-plus years, you're probably at market, aren't you?
not always.
No,
Not always?
Not if you've changed positions.
no, because we haven't done step increases for 6 years.
Well, We've
I
done,
mean,
we've done them
one in
since
6
then.
years,
Yeah, we did one 3 years ago, we did a
3
step.
years ago,
In 22, I think,
yeah.
Yeah.
so, yeah, we've done steps, but
As far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as a stipend anymore.
that'll work.
I
Just plain
agree.
and simple.
Yep, I agree.
I've had it.
Yeah.
Except in scenarios like cell phones.
Yeah,
Right.
A few of those.
But we call that cell phone, not stipend.
Cell phone stuff.
Cell phone side.
Not anymore.
That's what Ernie and I call it, cell phone.
Cell phone reimbursement, how's that?
Yeah.
there you go.
Let's see if I can find a different word for stipend.
That's right.
And then the Fair Board's supposed to be at 3 o'clock on Monday. And compensation for the full-time employee. Did you want to say anything about that?
Oh, I was thinking that based on a couple of positions up at the fairground, or up at Scott's area, should be more like around 39.
For which position do we want
The full-time
Jamie.
position.
The full-time position.
the fair?
for the
Fair.
Yeah.
to? Let's jump to it real quick.
Because I was looking at.
What page is that, Christie?
Makes it great for it.
So 39,000, a grade 8 would be $39,354. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking would be. And I was basing that off of, and I had a question to make sure I was thinking the right person. Oh, man, gotta be quiet now. Where's which page is it for the wellness, not the wellness, but the men's, yeah.
63 was the old one.
Oh, okay, all those assistant park coordinators?
Yeah. Because then, yeah, because then their admin assistant there, she's only at 32, which I think Jamie would be above that. So, and then what's the other one for the wellness complex that's under Cheney? There's 3 of them there. There's Cheney
That
and,
is farther down.
Bear County events.
yeah. Yeah,
84.
there it is. Okay. Cragen? Who is that?
Who's what?
Cragen.
Oh, I need to look and see what that position was. I don't remember what it is,
Okay.
but
I was assuming that was along the lines of administrative person, so that's why I was kind of came up with that
Yeah, I
39,
think
and then
that-
the other
okay.
guy's on the front page.
so do we want to do? So do we want to do a grade 8?
Grade 8.
I got 2 out of 3.
That's a majority.
Okay, we will adjust that to a grade 8.
They talk about the fairground position. That's what I had that.
John, before we put it in ink, do you,
Sorry?
before we put it in ink, do you disagree, or?
I might disagree, but I honestly, I'd have to do a little bit more research.
Okay. Just want to make sure you had your chance to speak up.
I'll take a chance.
Not that I don't think you would, but I'm just
Yeah,
making
yeah.
sure that.
At the moment, I would disagree, but I would want, before I made any comments, I'd want to look at the numbers myself in more detail.
Okay.
All right, who's up first?
And Kyle, for going ahead of GIS, these two.
Oh, she's right there. GIS coming in.
Never mind, Kyle. Sit down. Sorry.
Sit down.
GIS is what page?
27?
27. We need to go into executive session.
I told her not to worry about me.
Do we need to go into executive session?
We want to see how you do, and then we'll know if we need to leave or not.
Okay. Heather, are we going to talk about people and personnel?
Yes.
Okay, we need to go into executive session.
Mr. Chair, I'd make a motion that we enter into executive session under Idaho Code 74-2061 A and B.
Commissioner Crowner,